going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic is going to be best cities for dating in Brazil. Now personally, I wish I had like really more better experience on like the interior of Brazil, because I don't. But I just have my experience from the north and the south, and especially the Rio de Janeiro area. So my experience, I would say like one of the most one of the most, I would say, the easiest cities that I've gone to in Brazil to meet like attractive women and maybe even have something serious, I would say Curitiba in the south. You got like the white looking Brazilian women in the south, especially in Curitiba. Great infrastructure. Nightlife might not be as great as other parts of Brazil, but it's definitely a city where I feel like I met a few girls. Like I said, you need T-I-M-E, time, right? So if you don't have time, you're not gonna be able to meet like, these type of women. So any guy that's looking for something serious for a good woman, I recommend that you're always gonna need that time in any country in the world. Just forget about Brazil, right? But Curitiba was the one place where I would just say like I got the most attention from the Brazilians. Like, and it's one of those places where there's no foreigners, there's no passport bros, no pookies, none of those guys that give us a bad reputation there anyways, right? And no one would ever go there, especially during the winter time. But when I was there, I went on a few dates with some good-looking women over there. And even just being by the bar by myself, I always met somebody. So that's the one thing. Like, I remember I was in line one time paying for my tab, and there's some Brazilian lady. She was like in her 40s but attractive. She's like, man, she said something to me, and I was like, no, follow up with the guest. And she's like, oh, you don't speak, I speak English or whatever. And they're generally like really excited about getting to know you, because like there's no foreigners there. And I can tell you example, like in Rio, for example, they have like the language exchanges on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and you meet women from like all over Brazil that are trying to learn like English. So they go to this place, and man, I'm telling you, you meet some really attractive ones, really like girls that are curious, because this is their first time. Some of these women are coming from like the interior of the country, and so they want to meet foreigners, because the foreigners don't go to those places. Like, they're not really going to Curitiba or Porto Alegre, for example, or other cities like they're inside the country itself, or smaller cities, for example, or even like Belo Horizonte and the capital, Brasilia. Like, there's girls that are coming to Rio just so that like they can experience like foreigners, and like they can have a good time at the beach. Like, Rio for Brazilians is like the Cancun for Mexicans and for the rest of Latin America. Like, so many Latinos want to go to Cancun because it's like a spot they hear about, and it's the same thing. Rio's like that spot. Rio and Sao Paulo, and also I guess you could say Florianopolis is like the spots that a lot of Brazilians want to go to. But my experience dating in Rio has been like so-and-so. I would say when it comes to like the women from outside the main city, like Campo Grande and those areas, I would think you'll have better luck. But inside the city, it's a hit or miss, because Cariocas have this mindset of like just doing everything at once or whatever. Like, they don't have like other cities, like in Sao Paulo, for example. The women are more business orientated. They're more about having careers, getting the job done, and the fun is the last thing on their mind. But the Carioca mindset is a lot more different. As a matter of fact, I would tell you, like, the Paulistas really don't get along with Rios. Like, they talk shit about each other like a lot. But me, when I was in Sao Paulo, I didn't have any good luck in dating over there. Now, I met some Brazilian girls over there, but I feel like the people over there are like a lot more serious. It felt like almost like being in Bogota, Colombia. Like, I don't know, people are just kind of like in their own mindset. But I feel like Rio is like a good spot to warm up for any American. If you go to one of those places, the language exchanges, I think you have a good chance of meeting some nice women over there. Also, guys, you gotta work on yourself. You gotta drop the weight. Brazil has a very fitness culture. Like, almost every single girl that I meet, when I add them on IG, they're at the gym 5 times a week, no less. So if you're gonna go over there overweight, 300 pounds, not trying to learn the language, good luck with that, guys. That's what I like about Brazil, man. It ain't that hard to learn the language, man. Especially you practice it. You go to the language exchanges every like Wednesday and Thursday. You're gonna meet Brazilians that are gonna show you. And so maybe you can meet a girl that's trying to learn English, and you're trying to learn Portuguese, and it works out perfect. Also, you're not gonna go spending a lot of money in Brazil. That's what I like about like the beach areas. You could take a nice girl that's really interested in you, take her to the beach, buy her a coconut, and she'll be happy with that. You don't have to take her to a fancy dinner like in Medellin, like some guys do over here, spending $300. That's ridiculous, man. Over there, you could buy 2 coconuts and the girl's happy in the Capital. You spend like $10. That's it. Actually, when I go out by myself and I drink a Caparina's, like, what is it, like 5 reals? Or 10 reals? Like $2? And you drink like 2 cup. I spend less than $6 when I go drinking. That's what I like about Brazil. Like, the dates are so cheap. You don't have to. You shouldn't be spending more than $20 on a date in Brazil ever, ever. Maybe like in another country, you might overspend it with $50, $60. But over here, like you get like an eggs cheese sandwich or whatever, a Mr. Kid, laranja, whatever, with a girl in the morning and before you go to the beach. You're not spending more than $20, guys. That's what I like about Brazil. Like, spending money on the dates is real cheap. You shouldn't spend more than $20-25. And actually, if you even go to the beach and then you don't feel like drinking, you just get coconuts, it should be no more than $10. Like $15. You get the chairs or whatever. $15-20 max, guys. That's the most that you should be spending. And it's so easy to meet the women over there. They have a kissing culture as well. So if you go out with a girl and you don't kiss her the first day, she will think that you're not attracted to her. So be aware of that. Also be aware that some of these girls in the clubs be kissing a bunch of dudes. So don't think that you're a player because you're making out with a fine girl. I have homegirls I see that make out with like 3 guys in 1 hour. So be aware of that as well. That's why I don't be kissing girls randomly in Brazil like that no more, because I go out with regular girls that are just my friends and I see exactly what they're doing. They're making out with, man, I see some good looking women make out with some ugly, like nasty looking dudes, bro. So that's why I don't want to put my tongue anywhere near that. So to each their own, guys, right? I'm just being honest. Like, I have a good looking woman that I hang out with. She's just my friend, and I see her make out with some man. Ugh, no thank you, bro. That's exactly why I don't be doing that when I go to clubs, man. I would say Tinder, it might be a good place to meet women, yes and no. But I think Rio and Sao Paulo, no. But I think in other cities like Curitiba, maybe Florianopolis, Natal, Fortaleza, you might have a chance to meet some Brazilian women on those apps. But also I would say the code approach works also at the beaches. Me personally, I don't get them drinks. I get them like a coconut because sometimes they don't want to drink at the beach. So I've had girls be receptive towards it. I've had girls reject it. But it is what it is. Like, me personally, like, I met this, like, that I'm friends with too. Like, the first time I went to Brazil, I went up to her at the beach and she was really nice. She's actually like, she was a lawyer, and I became really friends with her. She's like one of my closest friends in Brazil right now. And when I came back the second time, she picked me up at the bus station. She got an Airbnb. She took me out to dinner. She paid for the dinners. So I met this girl in Florianopolis at the beach. And so you can meet some nice women at the beaches just like cold approaching. And just buying them, like, you see that they're drinking beers and it's okay to give them a beer, but you see that they're not drinking, just get them a coconut. Just get a guy there that sells it, like, hey, you know, give this this coconut to this girl. She might accept it, she might not, and if not, she's accepted, just go up to her and go talk to her. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so it also takes courage, man. I just think, leave that sipping culture that you see in the States behind, don't bring it to Brazil. Brazilians are very friendly, very open people. Remember, just because a girl sleeps with a lot of guys in Brazil, she ain't considered a whore. It's not like that like in other countries, man. They're a very liberal society. Also, if you're into the swinger scene, you'll meet a lot of girls like that as well. Yeah, actually, the women are really into like foreigners at the swinger scene. So if you're into that, man, you're gonna have a good time as well. I can tell you some stories, but look, man, guys, just be yourselves, man. Me personally, the best city that I've met girls that I haven't been to, where I say I want to visit next time, will be Manaus area, like the Amazon area. I feel like those women over there, they have the Pocahontas look, and they be so friendly to me. Like, every time I met those girls, they'd be like, oh, você enamora. I had one girl that was like, oh, like, I told her I could only stay like 6 months in Brazil because of the, you know, that's how many days. And she was from Manaus, by the way. Você se tiene que casar conmigo, like, and just like the way they talk to the Manaus girls, man, like, I'm really excited about going over there. And I think if I did have a relationship with a woman, it would definitely be in the interior of Brazil. Like, when I went to like a small town, like out 2 hours away from Natal. I can't even pronounce the name, but it's a population of 20,000 people, and like they were so like, I was like, even there was like only one hotel there, and the hotel owner spoke English. He was so excited to meet me. He's like, oh, you never see any foreigners here, what are you doing over here? And I was like, oh, this girl invited me. So I stayed for 2 days, but I wish I would have stayed longer. But the women that I met there were super receptive. Now I will tell you guys, like, guys over there, the Brazilian men can be a little like really like, how would you say, jealous. So let's just say you meet a girl at the bar or the club. Don't be surprised if you go to the restroom and the guy's sitting down on the table. Like, it happens, guys. Sometimes you're gonna win those battles one-on-one. Like, I don't know if you watch football, like a cornerback versus a wide receiver. Sometimes the wide receiver wins that battle, and sometimes the DB wins that battle. And it's just like that with some of the men. Now, if you go on a date with a girl, you bring her there. I never had a guy try me, nor would I let that guy try me. I wouldn't fight over a girl, but I wouldn't let nobody disrespect my boundaries, you know. But like, if you meet a girl at a bar, don't be surprised if by the time you come back, some Brazilian guy's trying to kiss her. Like, they're like that. They could be very jealous, guys. Like I said, like, you're gonna have some one-on-one battles. Like, if you watch football, you watch the DB, it's gonna be like Deion Sanders versus Ray Rice, guys. You gotta be on that Deion Sanders mode, that killer instinct mode, man. Don't let the quarterback, you know, try you. Don't let the you know, the wide receiver try to get past you, go on the go route and go for a touchdown. And it's the same thing with some of these men, if that makes any sense. Like, I hate to put it like a football analogy, but it's just the way it is, man. I was in Curitiba and I had a guy tell me that I was lying about Tequila Town, where they make the world's tequila. I was like, what do you mean? Like, that's where, my family grew up by. He's like, no, Tequila Town. And the girl like that liked me started filming me like this with the cell phone. But and he got just mad because the girl was talking to me. I wasn't even trying to hit on the girl. I was like outside on the cell phone, the smoking area. And the girl asked me for a lighter, and I was like, no falo portugués. That's how I met many girls in Brazil, no falo portugués. But my Portuguese got really better the third time I went, like, because I was there for 6 months, and I started speaking. I think I would say it's like at 40% now. But when I go back, I should put it up to like 70 to 80%. I'm practicing almost every day now. So when I get back over there, I have a good sense of like Portuguese. But anyways, like, the Brazilians are super friendly. They'll tell me your Portuguese is good even though it's not that good. So whatever. But yeah, that girl, like, I ended up like, I ended up going home with her and her friend that night or whatever. I had a good time or whatever. So sometimes you're gonna win these one-on-one battles, and sometimes you're gonna lose these battles. So don't take it personal, man. But I've always said this: if that girl really likes you, she'll tell the guy to mess off. Especially if they're like the first foreigner she's ever met. Now, Curitiba, I will say the nightlife is not good. Like, if you go on a dates with a girl over there, everything closes by 10 o'clock, except on the weekend. And they're real strict with some of the apartment complexes. They don't allow visitors. Same thing in Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo has great nightlife. There's always something to do. But some of the apartment complexes over there don't allow visitors. So I would say Curitiba and Sao Paulo, be aware of that, guys. If you go over there, there's not much to do in those cities, but you have a chance of meeting like great people over there just because there's no foreigners, man. The only city I didn't like was Porto Alegre. Man, that's where I got my tattoos from. But if anybody's interested in getting some tattoo work, I'll send you my artist information on IG. And he has a wait time of 2 years, but guys, he's worth it, man. Not only that, 2 years gives you plenty of time to, like, prepare, right? But I said Curitiba had really good luck. Rio, I went to the North Coast, but I didn't stay in the cities that long. I stayed in every city for like 5 days or less. But Natal, I met some nice women over there. Maceió, I met some. You know what, guys? You're not gonna believe this, but you know which guys have the best looking women in Brazil? And you become cool with a gay guy, hands down. Like, those are the best women that I met over there. I met this gay guy at a bar in Sao Paulo, introduced me to 2 of his friends. Beautiful dime pieces, man. Beautiful women. And one of them was like a pre-med student, but I was already leaving, so I didn't get a chance to hit her up or nothing. But another mistake that I made over there was don't get the girl's Instagram. Get her WhatsApp, man. Don't get her IG, man. Get her WhatsApp, guy, please, guys. And be straightforward. When you get the number, don't be like in the States. Oh, I gotta wait 5 days. Hit her up. Hey, this is me. My name is Roberto. My name is Miguel. Whatever your name is, whatever. My name is Adam. Hit her up right there. Hey, what are you doing next weekend? Or when are you free? I like you. I like to go out, man. Brazilians are very straightforward and straight to the point. So don't be afraid to just like hit her up right away and be like, hey, I like you. I think you're cute. Let's go out somewhere. I'll give you guys another hint. A lot of Brazilians like Mexican food. Some of them never even had it. So no matter where you're at, whether you're in Rio, Sao Paulo, find a nice Mexican restaurant because they'll be really impressed. Now, you don't have to spend that much money on a Mexican restaurant either. You could just spend maybe 25, 30 bucks or whatever. But if you're in the beach area, man, I would just say just take her to the beach the first time, guys. They like that. Like, hey, bring some friends. We'll get a bottle. And that way you can meet her friends as well, guys. It's not that hard to meet Brazilians over there, man. I'm telling you, I met a lot. Guys. But the thing I will tell you is that women over there want a lot of attention. So you date a girl from Rio. It's about to rain. They'll think that you're gonna be a player, guys. I wonder if I hope that Billy Gringo's looking at this because he'll confirm what I'm saying, man. They'll call you a lot. They'll call you in the morning. They'll call you mid-afternoon, and they'll call, especially in the weekend, they're gonna video call you. So you think that you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go with another girl, like, good luck with that, because that girl's gonna know right away, oh, he's not answering his phone. Is there like 9 o'clock on a Saturday? What is he doing? That's how you know if a Brazilian girl likes you. They'll video call you. Video call you like, hey, como você está? Like, vamos por una caperina? Like, yeah, man. That's what I'm telling you. Like, they could also be very dramatic. Some of the women over there, guys. So don't be surprised. Like they're very super jealous too, man. Like you want to know if a Brazilian girl likes you? I'll give you another hint. Post a picture on your WhatsApp with another girl. Make sure that she's attractive. Even if you just meet her at the beach, you don't even have to talk to her. Like, hey, I think you're beautiful. You're gonna find out really quick. And so the Brazilian girl likes you. It doesn't matter if she's from Sao Paulo, Rio, Natal. I did that the other day on my IG. I was like, I wonder if this girl likes me. I'm just like over the fence. I'm not sure. I posted a picture of me and another girl. Boom, she hit me up within 5 minutes like, oh, usted tiene enamorada. Enamorada is the word for like, relationship, girlfriend. And I was like, no, she's just a friend. And she's like, oh, okay. And that's how I knew she liked me, because if the girl doesn't give a damn about you, she won't trip, man. So I'm giving you my best knowledge, guys. Obviously, like, there's a lot of guys that sell you fake dreams. They have videos with prostitutes on their videos. Don't believe none of that shit, bro. There's guys over there that just do videos with girls and yachts, but all those girls are interesadas. Those are the girls that you don't want in your life in any country. Forget about Brazil. Code approach works. Remember, they have a fitness culture. So you're in the gym, that's fitness points for them. If you learn just a little bit basic Portuguese, like, oh, no falo portugués, portugués es muy ruim, and so just basic words like that, it goes a long way, because they're saying that you're actually trying. You could use Tinder over there. You might be lucky, but I said the code approach works a lot. I hate the dating apps. I think they're crap. But anyways, guys, I give you my best knowledge. Remember, if the girl likes you over there, she'll video call you a lot, text you a lot. They're very affectionate. They grab you a lot. They're very attentive to your needs. They'll cook for you, clean for you. They're very submissive over there. You do got a simping culture in Rio, especially Sao Paulo and Rio, where like some guys, like some of the women might ask you for stuff. But don't worry, just just avoid those girls. But you can meet some nice women over there, guys. I would tell you the best place to meet them is at the beach. The language exchanges, they have some in Sao Paulo, but I think the ones in Rio are better, because you got the girls from different cities, interior. But you do have some Brazilian women that are into like white guys, so don't be disappointed if that happens. But I've gone to the language exchanges and I met some nice women over there that I actually still talk to. Actually, yeah, I still talk to a few of them, guys. And flying a girl out from Brazil and Rio is very cheap. Like, let's say you like a girl you met in Florianopolis or Curitiba, and a lot of these girls haven't been to Rio, so you could be like, you know what, how about like I fly you to Rio for like a weekend? They'll say yes. So like, hey man, you really like this girl and you want to get to know her on a better level, just fly her out. It's only like $200, man. And that way you don't have to worry about dating all the girls or like going after her. Like, you could just bring her and get to know her for like a week, and the energy's good, man. You can start dating her seriously. I did that one time with a girl and she was dope, man. I had a good time with her, man. Yeah, a lot of women, a lot of Brazilian women that want to fly out, man. I have many from different cities. They all want to go to Rio. They want to go to Rio, man. So I would say, guys, like the women over there are super like straightforward, man. I think Brazil has been my favorite country, man. I wish I could make this video like a whole damn hour long, but I already went over my time. I told myself I was gonna make like 10 minutes. I'm looking at the watch. I'm 18 minutes, so I apologize. I don't like to make videos longer than 10 minutes, right? But I hope that you got something from this video, man. It's great over there. Go to other cities, go to the interior, man. Don't be afraid to go up to a girl. Like, they're not gonna, even if they reject you, they won't do it like in a hard, like bitchy way like they do in the States or other countries. But anyways, guys, I hope you got something from this video. I like dating in Brazil, man. I hope next time, I did some interviews last time when I was in Brazil, but I only did 2. They were like really short. But I want to try my best to get some interviews with girls over there, and like in the streets and stuff like that, and maybe even have them on the podcast whenever I go back next year, guys, so you can see what I'm talking about, man. But anyways, guys, don't forget to like, share the video, and leave a comment you agree. What's your dating experience like in Brazil? If it's been the best country for you or not. And until next time, guys, take care.